Hello, welcome to my channel, Lisa Hutchison LMHC. This is where I love to mix my psychological expertise and my spiritual channeling abilities. Today I'm here to talk to you about the super blue full moon in Pisces, which will occur August 30th, 9:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, plus Mercury retrograde in Virgo, August 23rd to September 15th. So as you can see, we have a lot to unpack here in this video. Let's start off with the full moon. So for those of you who have tuned in before, but perhaps you're new, the full moon is a great time energetically to surrender to the divine. Full moons help you let go of what no longer serves you, whether you're working towards a goal or just it can be in general, like your happiness, your health. Release outdated fears during full moons, limitations, clutter. It's a great time to forgive yourself and to forgive others. So just think of the full moon as a time to release negative energies, anything that may drain your energy or deplete it. Think of those items and think of how you can release them. Now, this full moon is also a blue moon. Now, a blue moon is not blue like it looks like in the card, but it is energetically a time to believe in the impossible because a blue moon occurs twice in 1 month. So this means a full moon that occurred earlier in August and is now occurring again in August. That's all it means. But it does indicate we have double the releasing power. So this makes it a powerful time and anything can happen. So believe in the impossible. A supermoon simply means that it appears larger and brighter in the sky. So we're going to also have a supermoon with this Pisces. So for some of you, this will be a very lucky aspect, and that's going to depend upon your astrological profile. But be open to the possibilities, but also remember emotions can run higher during a supermoon, and they can also be more during a full moon. And Pisces is a water sign. So with all these aspects, there is more emotionality. But what I am really getting from my readings I do here is that this moon is going to be more about our sensitivity. Our sensitivity is going to feel increased. The full moon in Pisces asks us to balance that spirituality and practicality. And for this full moon, it's going to be about connecting with your psychic senses more as well. So you will definitely have an energetic boost to practice your psychic skills and connect with those who have passed on. Or you perhaps could connect with your angels more, your spirit guides. So it's very important to pay attention to your intuition, your hunches, synchronicity, and signs during this super full blue moon in Pisces, August 30th. Okay, and write down those dreams as well because that's Spirit's way of communicating with you. So to add a little more into the mix, we are going to also have a Mercury retrograde in Virgo. Now, Virgo can be very practical, which is interesting because it's balancing the spirituality with the practical. Virgo is very practical, detail-oriented, can tend towards perfectionism. So we're not going to obviously have these aspects during a Mercury retrograde because Mercury retrogrades like to throw a wrench into things. So you may experience problems with travel, technology, communications, but just take a deep breath and use those assertiveness skills, especially if something isn't clear or making sense. Ask questions and be assertive. And also double check those emails, those texts before sending them out, because there can be a tendency towards miscommunication. We are also in that last sign of the zodiac, being Pisces. It's the 12th sign. So this is good energetically to look at the past 12 months and see where you've been, and look at the next 12 months and see where you want to go. And as always, you want to listen deep within. So let's pick some cards and see what we can focus on during this super blue full moon in Pisces plus Mercury retrograde. This reading may resonate with you more, the full moon part of the reading, if you have a birthday in Virgo or Pisces. But as I always say, all empaths are affected because we're just attuned to those astrological changes and energetic shifts. So let's see what we can pick to empower ourselves during this time of increased sensitivity. And as we say, you know, there's an upside to the increased sensitivity, and there can be a downside. So an upside to the increased sensitivity is we're more attuned to nature, we're more attuned to people's feelings. We can connect psychically. Now, the other part of being sensitive is we can absorb other people's emotions. We can become resistant, defensive, fearful. So that's the parts what we've got to just watch out for during this full moon. We want to shift into the higher energetics here. All right, let's see how we can best empower ourselves during this blue super full moon in Pisces. All right. And I'm going to pick one more card here. Oh, well, two are coming out, so we're going to pick three. All right, one. Appreciate the beauty of the moon. And this is especially important because we're going to have that super moon, which is going to appear larger and brighter. So get out there and really look at this moon. Connect with it. Perhaps even put your hand to your heart, look at the moon, and take some deep breaths. So to calm and center yourself, experience the awe, gaze at the moon tonight. Absorb the purity of her energy and sublime presence. So definitely get out there and look at this moon. This is confirmation of that message. Next, set limits with draining people. Okay, so we talked about the downside of sensitivity. We're going to need some boundaries during this time. So when people are depleting you, kindly set a limit. You can say, I only have 10 minutes to listen now. Such self-care is respectful empowerment. So set your limits, set your boundaries. You don't have to spend like an hour on the phone with someone who's draining you. You can spend 10 minutes. You can spend 20 minutes. You also don't want to ignore people or ghost them, but connect with them, but you don't have to spend the length of time with people who are draining your energy. It's more to take care of you. And visualize a shield of protection. To protect yourself from toxic people or situations, imagine a shield of white light that surrounds your body. This keeps negativity out and lets positive energy in. So this is really speaking to our increased sensitivity this cycle, and that it's important to protect your energy through boundaries, through visualization. Okay, let's see what we can release during this full moon. And as I said, because it's a blue moon, we have double the releasing power. So we can see what we can let go of and connect with our higher selves. Okay, first, surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings. Keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. So if you're holding a resentment, which is anger towards someone else, let that go. Forgive the other person. Perhaps even look at with gratitude, what did they teach you? Perhaps they taught you that you need to set better boundaries. So thank you for teaching me to set boundaries. Thank you for teaching me to consider my feelings more, because maybe the person you were dealing with wasn't considerate of your feelings. See how you can switch that around? So forgive the person for their shortcomings and look for what the positive is. Well, look for the lesson, what you've learned. Surrender to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions during this full moon and Mercury retrograde. Don't be swayed by other people's opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident you are on the right path. So trust yourself, trust in a higher power, trust the messages you are receiving, because yes, this is a psychic time. This is a time of increased sensitivity. And surrender to your full power. This is a beautiful card. Your life is calling you to step into your full power. Don't play it small. So step into your full power, be confident, embrace your sensitivities, whether it's your empathy, whether it's being psychic skills. Embrace all of that. Embrace who you are. And let's look at what we can do to best take care of ourselves. Our self-care card. Okay, how can we best take care of ourselves during this time? Goals. Set a goal, write it down, and release the outcome. So we don't want to get too attached to what we want. Small steps make a difference. So something that I've been recommending to my clients is when you write out a goal, write out exactly what you want, and then write, or even better. So if you don't get what you want, you can trust, you can know that something even better is coming on the horizon, and be confident in that. So thank you so much for tuning in today. If you've enjoyed this reading, give it a like, a thumbs up down below. Thank you for your comments, your shares. Also, if you have not subscribed yet, hit the red subscribe button. And I look forward to seeing you for the next video. Until the next time, take as good care of yourself as you do others.